Hello, and welcome back to Portal 2. Let's just hop right back in. You'll see where we left. Well, I'll see. When we left off, we had just helped Wheatley overthrow Gladys, only for Wheatley to immediately screw us over. So let's just hop in. Oh, and this is the last week that this is gonna be a once a week. Oh, hang on. Oh, the co-op does add to the story. In this very small way. The ending of every chapter adds to it. I'm gonna try not to talk over Gladys too much. Oh, there's the elevator. That this is a potato now. Okay, as I was trying. Oh! As I was. What was I saying? I was saying something and it escaped me. I was gonna say a thing at the start of the shaft, but I didn't want to talk over Gladys. Thank God the elevator got stuck or we'd be dead right now. The bottom of Aperture. Sorry, just adjusting myself a little. Yeah. This game is beautiful. 09. 09. Oh my. There we go. The wire of my mouse kept getting caught in something that made it felt super weird. Is that a piece of GLaDOS's old... No, because GLaDOS's old body is to their current body. What am I saying? It's not like GLaDOS rebuilt himself. Yeah, but it's more convenient than having to buy batteries all the time. So... God, sorry, just looking up at everything. Scrap of anything that got dropped. Oh, Portal's soundtrack is amazing. Valve also does a very good job of things to keep an eye out for. They use light to guide your eyes. Welcome, Marzakari. Ooh. Condemned testing, do not enter. Ah, that sounds like a good place to go. Sir, hang on. There you go, I was having trouble seeing through the grating. I don't see anything portalable. Oh, that's right, we can zoom. Oh, there we go. Well, if you do go off to sleep, I hope you sleep well. AAAB02. I'm just like trying to wrap my head around the structure here. And this is the point where you would logically be asking in a first playthrough, how tall, like you realize how tall Rapture is one. Or I guess you really would have been realizing if you're paying attention to the signs that you were in fact going down, like underground. So, this is when it really should sink into how massive a Rapture aperture must be. I like how it's a bricked up doorway right there. Hang on, I got just my sensitivity a little. Warning: this entrenchment shaft contains unsafe quantities of cosmic ray spallation elements. What does that mean? Yeet. That sign can't keep me out. I can't read. Such an awesome sequence. No, I couldn't climb on it. What does this say? In events of flooding, seek air pockets. Supplementary hatch reclusion override. God, the atmosphere in this segment is so fucking good. Also, best fucking joke, second best joke in the whole game. Hang on. Abandoned hatch, test shaft 09 Zulu Bunsen. Do not enter, sealed. January, February, March, April, May, June 15th, 1961. Yeah, that giant thing. Just for the CB door. Second funniest joke in the whole game. I'll mention the funniest joke when we get to it. They do such a good job of using lighting in this game to direct you. Caution, do not lean on railing. You can't tell me what to do. I was trying to climb on top of the railing. Look at them spheres. Look at them spheres. Well, hang on, what's going on over there? Notice, experiments discontinued. Cement. So when they discontinue experiments, they just... Oh, fucking wrong. They just fill it with cement. I mean, to be fair, that is a good way to, like, get rid of toxic materials. It's a thing that a lot of governments do. They put all their toxic chemicals in a hole in the ground and pour cement on it.
Welcome, gentlemen, to Aperture Science. Astronauts, war heroes, Olympians, you're here because we want the best. And you are it. So, who's ready to make some science?
I am.
Now, you already met one another on the limo ride over, so let me introduce myself. I'm Cave Johnson. I own the place. That eager voice you heard is the lovely Carolyn, my assistant. Rest assured, she has transferred your honorarium to the charitable organization of your choice. Isn't that right, Carolyn?
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson.
She's the backbone of this facility. Pretty as a postcard, too. Sorry, fellas. She's married. To science.
So people entering main lift to surface would have entered through here. Please excuse the inconvenience. This elevator is out of service until... Yeah. So this place got closed off in the 60s. Aperture Science, 1947. So 1947 is when they built this. All the way down, and it got closed off in the 60s. Sublevel 193. Alright. So I'm just sort of trying to absorb the environment. People arriving, like high-level people would arrive for testing and walk right underneath the sign over to there. But of course, the sign's a little janky now. Alright, so if we go right through the sign, I love it.
There's 1,000 tests performed every day here in our enrichment spheres. I can't personally oversee every one of them, so these re-recorded messages will cover any questions you might have and respond to any incidents that may occur in the course of your science adventure. Your test assignment will vary depending on the manner in which you have bent the world to your will. Those of you helping us test the repulsion gel today, just follow the blue line on the floor. Those of you who volunteered to be injected with praying mantis DNA, I've got some good news and some bad news. Bad news is we're postponing those tests indefinitely. Good news is we've got a much better test for you. Fighting an army of mantis men. Pick up a rifle and follow the yellow line. You'll know when the test starts.
So, let's see here. The Science and Business Institute of America, Best New Science Company, to Aperture Science 1947. Local entrepreneur buys salt mine, so at the bottom of a salt mine. Cave Johnson to bring science industry to Upper Michigan. We're in Michigan. The future is here, and it's under the Earth's crust, says Science Maverick. Aperture Fixtures, Cave Johnson, shower curtain salesman of 1943. So, in 1943 he was a shower curtain salesman. In 1947 he started this company. So in a couple of years he took his money from selling shower curtains, which I think Aperture shower curtains, I like to think that like, or Aperture Fixtures, sorry, it's Aperture Fixtures. There is mention of shower curtains, yeah, right here. Cave Johnson, shower curtain salesman, 1943, Aperture Fixtures. fixtures are things used to hold up a shower curtain. I like to believe the company had like invented a loop version that like Aperture's out, because an aperture is the head of a camera, but an aperture has this unique opening and closing feature, and I like to believe that's why like how things got started. Spirit of Idaho, National Potato Board, the promotion of potato science, 1955. So there we go, 43. Okay, so he started doing potato experiments after founding the scientific facility. Potato Science Award. U.S. Department of Defense Contractor of the Year runner-up. And runner-up for 1952 and 54. And then there would have been another big sign hung up for them, it looks like. Ooh. So were there supposed to be more spheres stored down lower? That were these test spheres, or were they just like storing things? Yeah, this is the part of the game where you really start to learn the lore of Aperture. Because up until now, through the first game and the first act, it's basically just been, you're in a science facility, they made a portal gun, you're stuck. Whoop-de-fucking-do, you know? Now, though, is when you learn a lot more. Please wait for attendant to begin lift, thank you. They had elevator attendants. Fun fact, the reason they had elevator attendants back in the day is because people legitimately had no idea how the fucking elevator worked, even though it was so simple. It was such a new invention. The elevator attendant was also the elevator engineer. So they would train one guy in how to operate and repair an elevator, and that person would just stand in the elevator all day and perform maintenance on it when it was needed. We got our sphere right here. I know to zoom. Don't you gotta tell me twice. Gel flow. Pump station alpha. Oh Jesus. Oh god. My sensitivity's still too high. Ooh. Alright, let's just... So... there was clearly more testing going on than just the gel. So, and he said that the tests were based off of what kind of person you were. I like to believe the Mantis Men were, soldiers.
If you've cut yourself at all in the course of these tests, you might have noticed that your blood is pure gasoline. That's normal. We've been shooting you with an invisible laser that's supposed to turn blood into gasoline, so all that means is it's working.
Jesus.
If you need to go to the bathroom after this next series of tests, please let a test associate know, because in all likelihood, whatever comes out of you is going to be coal. Only temporary, so do not worry. If it persists for a week, though, start worrying and come see us, because that's not supposed to happen. Just a heads up, we're going to have a superconductor turned up full blast and pointed at you for the duration of this next test. I'll be honest, we're throwing science at the wall here to see what sticks. No idea what it'll do. Probably nothing. Best case scenario, you might get some superpowers. Worst case, some tumors, which we'll cut out.
So maybe these two tests, if I just had to theorize what the fuck the point of it was, I'd like to think they were trying to find new fuel sources, you know, blood into gasoline, piss into coal. This is just throwing science at the wall and seeing what would happen. Ah, I see what I'm doing. Right. Where's the hole? Not the first time I've said that statement. Know your allergens. Pollen, animal dander, plastic, antimatter. Know your hazardous material. Don't touch anything unfamiliar. Know your chemical hazards. Don't inhale fumes no matter how good they smell. So. Okay, those spheres down there were definitely chemical storage spheres that burst. Oh, they closed the door behind us. So maybe those were acid spheres that burst open, or other chemicals that mixed and became the acid that that was all over the ground. You started pumping alpha fluid. Oh, there we go. Where am I going? Right here? No. Hold on. I know this. I'm good at video games, I swear. I'm a smart boy. Am I going over here? No, that's where I came from. I'm going up there, I see. Okay, hang on. Alright. Safety first. Together we can make 1956 the lowest unexpected casualty annum ever? What does annum mean? I don't know that word.
They say great science is built on the shoulders of giants. Not here. At Aperture, we do all our science from scratch. No hand-holding.
So, okay. So we know, so this is interesting. The emancipation grills existed all the way back at this point in time, meaning in the 40s. Aperture Sciences created the emancipation grill and specially designed to only destroy unwelcome material. Now we take this old elevator. Aperture Science Innovations. Oh, my juice cup is empty. I'm a little juice, me. And now we're inside the sphere. Oh god, that's...
All right, let's get started. This first test involves something the lab boys call repulsion gel. You're not part of the control group, by the way. You get the gel. Last poor son of a gun got blue paint. All joking aside, that did happen. Broke every bone in his legs. Tragic, but informative. Or so I'm told.
Salt, asbestos, curtains. The three pillars of Aperture Science Innovations. Navigational directory. Okay. So yeah, we are in testing mine 9, testing shaft 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There's 9 spheres between us and the surface. I want to try and keep track of how many spheres we go through. Remember, this test is unsolvable without an Aperture Science Portal quantum tunneling device. So again, all the way back in the 40s, the technology of the portal gun existed. It's just been getting shrunk down and down and down and down. If you're not received one, please find a test associate before participating in any Shaft 09 enrichment activities. I wonder what kind of people they assigned to these tests. Did you know Aperture Science Fact placed repulsion gel. Repulsion gel was Aperture Science's first attempt to create a dietetic pudding substitute. It's true, the gel is a sweeter, slightly less non-toxic form of fiberglass insulation that causes subsequently ingested food items to bounce off the lining of the dieter's distended stomach and out in his or her mouth. For various reasons, this product was pulled from shelves. So you eat it and it makes you fucking vomit forever, and it's made using fiberglass. Woohoo! Very fun. Alright, this way. So, I have a fun little theory. We were up in the top of Shaft 9 with Gladys. We fell all the way down here to Shaft 9. So, what if this entire shelf was dedicated to portal and portal adjacent tests? And that makes me wonder, are the other pillars dedicated to other types of tests? because the fundamental properties here are the same as all of the other tests we've done. You can immediately get that vibe. It's just that they've been building on this one aesthetic. Okay, the Aperture logo. No special marking of what these cubes are.
The lab boys just informed me that I should not have mentioned the control group. They're telling me I ought to stop making these pre-recorded messages. That gave me an idea. Make more pre-recorded messages. I pay the bills here. I can talk about the control group all damn day.
The inside of the sphere is very cool looking, so we're supposed to be able to go over there, but walkway's broke. There we go. Yeah. Alright, where are we going now? Oh, so hang on, I just wanna... Yeah, this just leads back. So, okay, so we just... I like to map out what the environment was supposed to be like. 9 layers of the underworld from Dante's That's probably the case. There's a lot of small... old story references. Like we found the Oracle chart earlier, which talked about Prometheus, which will become relevant in time. Where do I go from here? I've done this before, I should know this. I can figure this out. What am I missing? Oh, I'm just supposed to jump down here.
Test, we put nanoparticles in the gel. In layman's terms, that's a billion little gizmos that are going to travel into your bloodstream and pump experimental genes and RNA molecules and so forth into your tumors. Now, maybe you don't have any tumors. Well, don't worry. If you sat on a folding chair in the lobby and weren't wearing lead underpants, we took care of that too.
If you sat in the folding chairs and weren't wearing lead underpants, fucking... So fucked up. Come on. There we go. Come here, bitch. I like the way that different music kicks in when you're bouncing. Oh god. I'm stood on this little ledge. There we go. What does this do? Ah, it reveals that. This part's fun. Just bouncing back and forth. That's terrifying. I wonder if these spheres are supposed to have acid in them. It feels like a very Cave Johnson thing to do. It'll motivate them. There we go. And I'm good.
In case you got covered in that repulsion gel, here's some advice the lab boys gave me. Do not get covered in the repulsion gel. We haven't entirely nailed down what element it is yet, but I'll tell you this, it's a lively one, and it does not like the human skeleton.
It's not like the human skeleton. Alright. Up to Sphere 2.
All these science spheres are made of asbestos, by the way. Keeps out the rats. Let us know if you feel a shortness of breath, a persistent dry cough, or your heart stopping, because that's not part of the test. That's asbestos. Good news is the lab boys say the symptoms of asbestos poisoning show a median latency of 44.6 years. So if you're 30 or older, you're laughing. Worst case scenario, you miss out on a few rounds of canasta. Plus, you forwarded the cause of science by 3 centuries. I punch those numbers into my calculator, it makes a happy face.
Fucking ridiculous. So, I like to go, I try and stay quiet when the characters are talking because I love the dialogue in this game. It's so fucking well written. Alright, and now we're getting into a test chamber again from a very roundabout angle.
I like your style. You make up your own rules, just like me. Bean counter said I couldn't fire a man just for being in a wheelchair. Did it anyway. Ramps are expensive.
What? Oh, all hail Eric RuPaul? Is Eric RuPaul the voice actor? Also, I just realized, and if I step out of the chamber... Oh, I thought the music was gonna die down again. Oh, he's one of the writers. Alright, where am I going? Oh, you know what? We're at 30 minutes. So those of you watching on YouTube, we will finish this, next time, which I just remembered the thing I was trying to say at the start of the session that I forgot. This is the last episode going up on YouTube that will be just one a week. Because starting next week, this is going to be a major series and we'll have 3 uploads a week. It and Spore are swapping places due to a vote over on the Discord. Which, be sure to join the Discord down below to partake in votes such as that one. Yay. Especially with us getting close to the ending of a couple games actually. Votes for what games I should play next are going to be very, very important. Anyway, I will see all you next time.